Hello, children. In part 1 of this guide, we took a look at snow, and how he can help kickstart your journey into the ice element or help take your team to the next level, if you are someone who already has invested in that element. But maybe, that's not for you. Indeed, many of my children have said, "Papa, I want to be electrocuted." I have heard your voice, children, which is why today, we will take a look at the other major Final Fantasy XIII character on offer, and how she can help you become a cute, meta baby. Welcome to the Anniversary Guide. Part 2. Let's get right down to business and start talking about our main girl, Lightning. She's cute, she's tough, she will certainly never be your girlfriend, but she can still be your waifu, if you decide to pull for her. She is a lightning element unit, because of course she is, and she fills the role of a high damage dealing unit, although there are times when she can almost fill the role of a pseudo bruiser, as well. Although her bruiser capabilities are nowhere near that of someone like Snow. But Lightning has plenty of cool tricks up her skirt. She is resistant to slash, missile and magic type damage, which are great resistances to have. She is strong against water and weak to earth, which has started to see a bit of a resurgence with the Earth Queen, but it is still far from prevalent. Her status effect resistances aren't terrible, either. She has access to some great support abilities, so you can build her in a couple of different ways. She also has access to a great counter ability, which is quite similar to the one Astrius has. It has a pretty high chance to activate, too. Taking a look at her skills can give us an idea about how great a threat she can be on the battlefield. Her main buff skill is pretty bonkers. Not only does it give you a damage shield against all damage 3 times, she also increases her slash and missile resistance, and to top it all off, she gives herself a follow-up attack skill, another similarity she shares with Astrius. This follow-up attack means that courage and re-raise don't mean too much to her, while this is active. Her increased resistances, as well as the presence of her damage shield, do allow her to play the role of a pseudo-bruiser, which I talked about earlier. She has another buff skill which also looks really good. In terms of offensive skills, Lightning packs a real punch, and she can be a threat from a distance as well. She has ways to manage her AP better than most units, so in a proper build, she might not need an AP generation TMR, like the bells. This allows our girl to be more flexible in terms of customization, as well. But it should be noted that she isn't perfect. Lightning lacks guaranteed hit skills, so you would have to rely on building her accuracy, in case you run into evasion units. Fortunately, evasion teams aren't as widespread anymore, so it won't be an issue, most of the time. Now then, we have our cute, powerhouse waifu, but how do we build a team around her? These are the units that, I would say, are viable in this element. Just to recap, collab units come around very rarely, while limited ones come around far more often. One nice thing about this element is that the non-limited units, specifically Charlotte and Resnick, are actually very solid units. Coming into the team building side of things, starting with plans for a new player, I would say that a team of Charlotte, Lightning and Resnick could be pretty decent, and relatively easier to put together. Resnick provides great support, while Charlotte is still a very viable tank, so the team has plenty of balance. But if that sounds too vanilla for you, and you want to get your hands on a Final Fantasy Tactics unit, then you can consider getting Orlandeau as well. The Thunder God here used to tear things up back in the old days, and still has some potential. But you shouldn't expect him to be game-breaking anymore, like he used to be 3,000 years ago. The third unit can be Charlotte, to tank some hits, while Lightning and Orlandeau attempt to rip through opponents. As for what to save for, Esther and Ibarra come around with the global festival, and Esther especially would go along well together with Lightning. Summer Helena doesn't have a confirmed date yet, but could also be someone to look forward to, especially since she's a waifu. For casual players, having access to limited units, or Cloud, would be ideal. If that is not the case, you can just pull for lightning and still build a team utilizing Charlotte and Resnick, and save for Esther, Ibarra or Summer Helena. To be honest, I wouldn't advise anyone to go out of their way to pull for Orlanju, unless they are a big fan, or have a ton of Visior lying around. He is good, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't seem worth potentially having to pity for. Lightning's vision card should definitely be picked up by new players. But if you are someone who already has Ibarra and her vision card, there is overlap of effects, so you could consider skipping it. Well, that is the gist of things when it comes to lightning. But wait, I've been putting it off, but I guess it's time to talk about the boy. I will try to keep this brief. Hope actually has the potential to be a solid unit. The problem is that most of the best light element units are either limited or collaboration units, making them inaccessible to new players, and most casual players as well. If, though, you have invested in the light element, Hope can be a decent investment. If not, you can try to build him slowly in the barracks, instead of spending Visior on him. And finally, let me leave you with some general suggestions. Strictly speaking, from a meta and competitive point of view, investing in ice and snow is the better move. Lightning might be very good, but the ice element just has greater potential, especially when Alaya comes around. If you do intend to be a big boy and get paid Visior, the select unit and vision card banners can be great value, if you use them to go after cost 100 units and the cost 90 vision cards. I wouldn't advise going after regular units or vision cards, however. But most importantly, remember to have fun. If you feel like pulling for lightning, don't let the meta babies stop you. Do whatever sounds the most fun to you. And that should be a wrap. Anniversary is about to begin, and it'll be a great time for everyone. For all the new players, don't hesitate to ask questions. The game can seem daunting at first, but the community is very helpful and we'll all get you caught up in no time. Thank you for watching, my children. I will see you very soon with more fun stuff. Stay tuned. Now, Papa is going to get some rest. Have a good day, my children, and may the light of the crystals guide you.